Positive guy.
Chilled out.
Yeah, I'd say you're a pretty laid-back guy. I mean, do you ever have issues with anger?
Wow. One of my biggest issues is anger, to be honest. But
maybe it's something you hide quite well.
Yeah, I totally ignore it. I totally ignore it, which is probably bad because I might explode one day.
I don't really get angry anymore, but when I used to get angry, I don't know really, I used to just, I don't know how to say it, but if someone annoy me, then I'll just go angry and like, I'll probably put a few holes in the walls. 5 minutes later, I'll be alright.
I break the ceiling tiles when I'm angry, but that's something I've got to learn not to do.
I've got a bad temper and a short fuse.
People kill themselves over anger. People get criminal records over anger. People kill people because of anger. But there's loads of things, like people, I don't think people realise.
I used to breathe really heavy, and then yeah, I'll breathe really heavy and my eyebrows will go down, and then I'll just feel dizzy, and then I'll just explode. And then after that, give me 5 minutes, let me get a drink of water, and I couldn't tell you anything what happened.
Every now and then I kind of stay in my own little place and nobody sees me for like a couple of days, or I'm around people and I don't say a word, which a lot of people panic when that happens.
If something makes you tick, you can't help that. There's nothing that can make it stop. If you try and make it stop, it's going to get bottled up. If it gets bottled up, it's going to come out 10 times worse.
A lot of people in Slough, it comes from them kind of lying to themselves. So them kind of telling themselves that I am this type of person when they're really not. So
anger is a big, when you live by yourself, you get angry very, very easily because you don't always get what you want.
I wouldn't say as much angry, I'd say frustrated, because especially living in the foyer, I see a lot of this sort of stuff. It's frustration about the council won't do stuff, the job centre won't do stuff, the actual housing agents here won't do things. And I think it comes down to a lot of things, but the main thing is communication.
This is where I do my counselling, in this room, and the lady sat here and I sat there, and I just sat there and I was like, this is really, this is complete rubbish, I'm not standing here. And I walked out, and then I thought about it and I thought, this lady don't have to come here. Like, she was taken out of her time to come here. Why am I being horrible to her when she can actually help me? And she is, and I mean, she's the best counsellor, and she's helped me a lot. My anger is so much better now.
I've got a gym membership, so when I'm angry I just go to the gym now, which helps.
Me, to be honest, when I get angry, like I tend to try and walk away from a situation and go to just lock myself away. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I got nicotine. I smoke fags. So first thing I do is lock myself away from the situation, try and calm down, smoke a fag, and just sort of pull yourself away from the situation. Try and keep your mind in frame. Otherwise, you keep going through one of them angry situations. You just end up getting yourself wound up. Leave the room, and you go and look for the person that made you angry. One thing leads to another, and you end up behind bars. Do you know what I mean? For someone with my kind of record.
Anger is just, yeah, you just have to ignore it, because then when you realise that, you know, being angry and flipping out and not using it in the right way, in a positive way, all it does is it pushes you back. So you need to, like, you definitely need to just either ignore it or find a way to channel it through and use it as a positive. So, you know, if you want to scream and you want to shout, just either do it on a song or probably go in your room and do it and stay there for a while until you calm down. And then think, or really just sit down and think, really, because when you're angry and you sit and you think, you kind of realise that, okay, I shouldn't be like this, do you know what I'm saying, or I shouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling.
I think a lot about consequences. It's like, consequences to me are the things what's making me achieve a lot of things. So really consequences is the one thing that's making me cool down quick.
I haven't had anger management. I've had counselling for the anger that I saw I had building up and stuff, and that helped me because it helped me realize where it comes from, if you get what I'm saying, and it helps me realize, you know, that once you understand where it comes from, you're able to know how to control it, and you're able to know, like, okay, cool, this is how I see things, and maybe I should see things differently, or you kind of figure out how to avoid that, if you get what I'm saying, because you know what makes you think this way, what makes you see things this way. So it helps you. That's what I'm saying. Once you know yourself, once you get to know yourself, you understand everything.
We went to this like place and I was allowed to smash things, and it was amazing. It was really, really good, and like she taught me ways to how to, like, with different breathing techniques. At first I was thinking, this is what, like, breathing, like, this is stupid, but sometimes when I'm angry I breathe and I'm like, oh, like, different. At the end of every session we done something called relaxation. She'd take me to this place, she'd be like, what place do you want to go, and I'd say the beach, and like I'd close my eyes, and she'd, like, with her she had a really soft voice, and it just really, really, like, calmed me, and then straight after counselling I went to sleep.
It's only this day in school or whatever, so I just let that day pass, just do what I've got to do. But yeah, of course I still have them little issues, but it's not, I don't make it as a big thing. I can quickly, easily like that just say I'm doing something wrong. Let me go have 2 minutes out of the classroom, and then let me just get a drink of water, have a slow walk back to the class, and then just go sit down, and then you don't have to talk to anybody. Just say what the work, and then just get along with it. You know?
Good thing.
Maybe if you want to control your anger, then go to the music studio, go to dance club, go to after school clubs where something's not going to trigger you off.
It's one of those things. You need to figure out what it is, and I think a lot of people, not even in Slough, just around the world, need to realise that, you know, it's not wrong being you. It's not wrong being yourself. It's not wrong to be the way you are. Like I'm skinny, I'm black, I'm tall, and I'm lanky, and a lot of people are like, oh, I need to be this guy that wears snapbacks, or I need to be this guy that wears, you know, jeans and those kind of things, and they don't really understand, like, you know, this is you. Like, nobody else in the world is you. Do you know what I'm saying? So people may not like you now, but eventually they'll get bored of what they like. Do you know what I'm saying? So they have nothing left but you to like. So you just gotta be yourself, man. It's one of those things. So yeah.